Let's go, CJ Dachamp. Bro came out with a new video recently talking about MAKI ZENIN Jujutsu Kaisen. Let's get it. Does she deserve to be on the round table? What is it? The Black Air Force Energy Round Table.
And I ain't gonna hold y'all. I gotta get this off my chest real quick. Cause who was bro right here feeling like
Gojo Satoru. If you don't know, the Kukuru unit, if they wear the masks, they're basically just NPCs. Look at the ZENIN family picture in the opening. You'll see the back row are all the masked NPCs, and it gets more closer to the front. They're like more important. This is like, this dude came into MAKI swinging his fucking stick, so aura, and then dead.
Feeling like bro, look at him. He was walking up all wild and doing all this extra shit just to get dropped in 0.5 seconds. Like, come on, dog. You are a background character. You ain't.
He is, but these are actual background characters, you know? At least bro had detailed eyes and a cool eyebrow. He went out feeling himself.
He ain't even got a name. No, you're wrong. You are not that guy, pal. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another special emergency impromptu mini trial. Yeah, not gonna lie, these is back-to-back videos that was not planned, but after what I've seen and witnessed again, I had to make another detour because good God, MAKI's too good, bro. Like, if you've already seen this episode of JJK, you knew this video was coming because this was generally one of the craziest things I've ever seen. She literally just wiped the whole bloodline off the map. So with that being said, it's trial time, baby. So y'all already know we got the evidence on deck.
Bum ad daddy. Hey, Kukuru unit, Naoya. My favorite cut was definitely versus the Hey. The Kukuru unit massacre was pretty cool. The Kill Bill stuff, I like it. Honestly, wouldn't even get the references other than yellow color and like girl with blade killing people because I've never seen the movie. The Hey, that cut, oh my fucking God, bro. It's like back to back to back. The amount of aura in those moments is, oh.
And we counting how many bodies got dropped at the end of this. So let's not waste no more time. Without further ado,
let's get it.
Exhibit Z, wiping the ZENIN clan off the map. Now, since this is a trial and we are reviewing a pretty massive crime, let's go ahead and get the main question out the way first. Was MAKI blaming her entire clan?
Oh, absolutely justified. A lot of people seem to not really care or even realize, like, what was even the point of this character? Since when did MAKI care about this shit? These are the battle shonen retards that watch shows like this with their brain closed, turned off. Not only is it already a simple enough show due to the nature and the genre it is, they're already like stupid and they don't even listen. JJK0, all of season 1, ZENIN clan being brutal to women, only caring about the men and the curse techniques that comes out from that clan, the hereditary technique, right? Even Toji got fucking outcast because of the heavenly restriction. They are a clan that represent traditional regression to a fucking fault. Yeah, there is value in culture and tradition and history, but these dudes won't let go of their fucking fraudulent pride they have. They look down on Toji, even though Toji could have massacred the unit if he wanted to. That's what literally Ranta says before going out. The way that they treat the ZENIN clan, the sisters, any of the women, bro, fuck them. They deserve to get wiped out.
Justified. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm here to tell you right now, yes. 100% yes. All these sorry ass, fraudulent ass.
Okay. I will argue though that Ranta and Jinichi, I think, are definitely not the same flavor of ZENIN as Naoya and Ogi. Okay? So the idea here is Ogi is a fucking piece of shit father that treats his daughters like slaves, and his wife too. Naoya, same kind. Ranta low-key represents like the progressive new youth. Imagine Ranta being like a Zoomer kid growing up in a fucking red state, Republican family. But bro's a little woke, and he sees the redundancy, he sees like the regression and all the fucking just tragedies happening around. I don't think Ranta was that bad of a guy. And Jinichi, bro's just a caveman. Bro is literally Grug. These two, I think, are, again on a spectrum, more innocent than Naoya and Ogi.
Because I had to go. Just straight up, these suck. Big 3 family, my ass. Like,
there's also a really cool, basically Gege came out with interviews. Not interviews, some extra side character stuff. I don't know if I have it right now, but basically it's like how the Kukuru clan or like the other people in ZENIN clan feels about certain people. And Naobito, they love them. Jinichi, they love them. Ranta, they cherish them so much. because they want him to eat all the good, you know, meat when it's barbecue time. This is from the Kukuru unit, you know, the Kukuru unit being like these guys. These guys are, of course, like, they're gonna know how their superiors treats them. Naoya fucking sucked. Ogi apparently sucked too. So in terms of how they treat, like, basically the genders, right? The less important people. Ranta, Jinichi, Naobito, they were pretty chill. But regarding, you know, Ogi and now they fucking suck.
A pretty massive crime. Let's go ahead and get the main question out the way first. Was Maki bullying her?
Yeah.
Had to go. Just straight up. These niggas suck. Big three family, my ass. Like, bro, on some real shit, the ZENIN clan might be one.
It's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, I don't know who Naobito's wife is.
One of the most toxic fiction.
No one knows who Toji's parents are too, huh? Because remember, Jinichi is Toji's brother. And obviously Toji left and then had Megumi, you know, with her. Got no clue.
Most toxic fictional families of all time. I mean,
are they? Is the ZENIN clan the most toxic family of all of fiction? What about the Yotsubas in Mahoka? They pretty fucked up there too. I feel like we could definitely find even more fucked up families. What about Oshinoko recently? Yo, I'm just saying. The ones that know, bro.
One of the most toxic fictional families of all time. I mean, they are competing with the big dogs.
Yeah, they up there. They up there.
Like, they running with the Mishimas.
That's a Tekken fucking me. Yeah, if there is like a tier of toxic family, like high tier, ZENIN clan would be up there.
The Hanmas, the Targaryens, the royal family of the Fire Nation. Like, these.
Oh, yo. Second channel, Kaka TV. This is Avatar, right? Avatar Last Airbender reactions are coming in very soon. We have 9 more episodes of Ben 10. We going into Avatar. You care about that shit? Go to Kaka TV 2.
It's like, these niggas were terrible. The only thing these greedy motherfuckers valued in life was status,
money, yeah,
and power.
You know what, kind of based.
Like, for example, if you had low curse energy or your curse technique didn't meet up to their standard, they treated you rich. They would.
Well, I would argue that construction is actually fucking broken, right? I think that Mai's curse technique construction is actually insane. The fact that she was able to even fabricate Toji's blade like that, an S-grade tool, what the fuck? And Maki, right? Her heavenly restriction wasn't completely met. But I think this has to do, again, with the female status. Because Maki, even with the heavenly restriction fulfilled on that Toji level now, Naoya would never, you know, acknowledge, right? Toji obviously got excluded because they value the cursed energy shit, so I understand. But there's a lot of the misogyny that they literally hate them because they're just women, even though if they weren't women and just a man, they would glaze them.
Low curse energy or your curse technique didn't meet up to their standard, they treated you.
Naobito also somehow is like the face of anti 60 FPS interpolation frames. Like Sakuga, this is like the Sakuga Tard's like most like elite soldier, you know, the one that like cherishes and respects 24 frames per second. The way that he like explains about how the modern techniques, like I swear to God, Gege, I feel like use this character as like as like a voice to shit on those who are basically not doing hand-drawn 24 FPS shit.
They wouldn't even look at your ass. And oh Lord, don't even get me started on the misogyny. This motherfucker Naoya, bro, had to go. This nigga is basically what would happen if Fresh and Fit did the fusion dance. They turned into this motherfucker.
Red Pill podcast from Naoya. I'd listen to it and I would roast the fuck out of him. It'd be hilarious content.
I mean, the stuff he was saying about women, like,
yeah,
good God, bro, was.
And it's so beautiful how he gets stabbed in the back at the end of the ZENIN clan massacre by his servant, which is again Maki's mom. Just a beautiful callback to the first episode, how he depicts women.
Talking crazy. And last but not least, and one of the prime reasons they had to get packed up was because of her ugly ass, old ass, black-eyed daddy. This man might be in the running for one of the worst dads in anime.
Yo, Ogi on fucking Brando, bro. Dario Brando. This is Code Geass. This is Neon Genesis Evangelion. This is Naruto Gaara. Gaara's dad fucking sucked, right? Yeah. There's the, what else is there? Hold up.
Old ass black-eyed daddy. This.
Hold up. One Piece. I don't know what this anime is. Okay, cool.
for one of the worst dads in anime history. Like, him and her sorry-ass mama both had to go. I mean, this nigga really made a whole plan to slime out his own daughters. Ogi literally hated Maki and Mai simply because he thought that his daughters were the reason he wasn't named head of the clan.
Now, why did Ogi come up with that plan? It was actually pretty smart. It was like, in terms of like classing of the elite shit, right? The idea is this. Like, Megumi is now the new clan of ZENIN shit. But like, they can't just kill him off. So what did they do? They tie all these three together, complicit of what happened during Shibuya incident under Gojo Satoru and stuff, right? So it's evil, but in terms of like pragmatism and like a way to like kind of show that they are still willing. Like, imagine, because like, now you have, they're trying to glaze the Jujutsu elders and like the rest of the fucking establishment people. Megumi right now is kind of sus, right? And they don't want Megumi as a leader either. So to package all this shit and blame it as you were part of the Gojo faction and we don't ball with that to kill them off, the logic makes sense, but man, is that evil.
Slime out his own daughters. Ogi literally hated Maki and Mai simply because he thought that his daughters were the reason he wasn't named head of the clan.
Oh yeah, that's fucking just cope, right? Like, bro is such a loser that he blames his daughters. Yeah, there is like the justification of you need like a male heir to like succeed. But nah, I think it's the fact that it's women.
I mean, the first thing Maki sees when she comes back home is her father standing over her sister's body after he beat the dog water out of her.
The really funny thing is, if they didn't do that to Mai, if Mai didn't sacrifice herself, I don't think Maki would have ever had the motivation or even the power to carry out the massacre.
He decides to cut his own daughter down in cold blood, and then he proceeds to drag both of his children's bodies
into the fucking Zoken clan's equivalent of the worm chamber in Fate.
A dark hallway, and throws both of them in a chamber full of curses and leaves his own children in there for dead.
Apparently, Toji got his scar from getting this treatment too when he was a kid. Some like extra lore. He has like a little scar like that. That's where it came from.
These niggas had to go. Every last one of them. Because these motherfuckers were
I still have a soft spot for Jinichi and Ranta. Jinichi, Ranta, the Kukuru clan are just fucking fodders. I feel like, again, the leadership of Ogi and Naoya, I think they're the biggest problems.
Really terrible people. So when Mai told Maki to destroy it all and sacrifices herself because her literal existence was nerfing Maki because of the whole identical twin thing in JJK. This was the
That's right. If you don't remember, Heavenly Restriction to be in that Toji tier requires you to have 0 cursed energy. Because Mai's around and Jujutsu World, the twins are basically sharing resources. Until Mai is gone, Maki basically has that like cursed energy equivalent shit. When Mai is gone, she takes that shit away, but also she becomes basically complete while taking it away. And now the restriction is met, and now she's on that fucking Superman tier. Now, in terms of story element, I see a lot of people complaining about how this meant nothing to them. Again, I think those are people that just watched season 1 and JJK 0 with their fucking eyes closed. I don't understand. Mai definitely wasn't an important character if you look at the significance she had in season 1 and season 2, but it was foreshadowed and set up very briefly, and a lot of people kind of like contest Gege's writing of saying, wow, this is such a rushed pace, like what the fuck was Mai even doing there? Was she even a significant of a character? I think that the cope justification here is how brutal and hostile Mai was shown in season 1 with the fucking pistol and just hating on her sister and the whole ZENIN clan backstory. And yet this piece of shit girl then later on converts into someone that Maki is crying for and holding dear, right? So the contrast, the gap Moi, no matter how short and concise her appearances may be, the way that she was set up as being this toxic sister, being like this, I think that adds more to the experience.
Existence was nerfing Maki because of the whole identical twin thing in JJK. This was the last day on Earth for every last person.
And again, the family picture, right? If you have mask, you're like literal NPC of NPCs. You deserve to be in the back of the line. You get closer to the front, you're a little bit more important now, right? And of course, the family here, you can clearly see that Naoya truly was Naobito's, favorite kid, right? Because obviously, he has the techniques. He's fast as fuck, and he uses the same shit. Ogi here, Ranta, just kind of not even smiling. This guy, Kukuru Captain, this guy's weird. Chozuro also is just like the big hand guy. Remember that guy? He's just an old GG just hanging out. Fucking, this is the Kukuru captain. He was really cool too. He had one of the coolest moments clashing with Maki for a bit, even though he got diffed right after. Jinichi, very flashy, right? You'll notice that Jinichi always wear very colorful kimono and robes. He likes to stand out. Oh, sorry.
The ZENIN compound that day, because since Mai took all the curse energy with.
I see a lot of memes here. I saw a meme with Aya from Fate here, or like other significant weapons from other anime series. I keep seeing memes like that.
When she passed, it left Maki with none, and with the heavenly restriction that she has, she basically got a game-breaking buff and became a physical freak of nature, just like her deadbeat uncle.
This almost made deadbeat uncle. Yeah, he's a deadbeat. He cared though. This scene triggered so much of the manga readers because it wasn't one-to-one. This made people want to close the borders of Japan and say coexistence is impossible.
So the first victim of Maki's massacre
was
her bum-ass deadbeat dad. And she made quick work of his sorry ass. Hell, he was so scared when he felt her aura, this nigga thought Toji came back from the dead like the Undertaker. But nah, bro charged up his attack just for Maki to hit him with a
I like it, Koji.
Damn, bro got Kenjaku'd. So apparently in the manga, a lot of people are upset that Ogi here got more aura. Basically in the manga, there was more of the terrified experience and the reaction from Ogi, and he couldn't even like charge this shit up. The anime made him more cool by doing all this shit to be like, come on, I'm ready for you, only for him to not even realize he died, right? Which I think is pretty cool that like bro didn't even know he died. But in the manga, apparently it was more pathetic and was more scaring of Toji, and a lot of people are upset that's missing.
took the nigga's dome piece off.
Yo, it's Tectone. It's Tectone, bro.
Dome piece off.
Where's my audio?
Well, after she dropped off.
Why'd he mute this part? What? I'm not muted. Why'd he mute this part?
Took the nigga's dome piece off.
I think CJ said shit a bit too raw there. And it might have gotten flagged or demonetized or something, so he cut it he mute that segment out. Whatever he said, it got him in trouble, so he cut it out.
Well, after she dropped off her sorry ass pops, next up on the chopping block was the Kukuru unit. And this is the moment where Maki turned.
I don't really hate the Kukuru guys. These were the janitors of ZENIN clan. Again, I care about their opinion of their leaders because like these are the Zakos, you know, these are like grunts. Some of them probably are bad, but some of them probably are good, and they got shit on, right, by the higher, and that's why their opinion about Jinichi and Ranta being so favorable, but looking down on Ogi and Naoya, that made me think a lot.
Turned into the bride, because the way she was dicing these niggas up really had me thinking I was watching the anime adaptation of Kill Bill. Now, let's set the scene. After her pops got a fresh lineup, the whole compound ended up going on lockdown, and Maki ended up getting surrounded by the Kukuru unit. A bunch of nameless ZENIN clan NPCs with no curse techniques that ranks were filled up with a bunch of bald niggas and motherfuckers with.
He's right, bro. These dudes genuinely are a bunch of fucking bums with no CT. Nothing, and they're basically just like, all right, you go into the fucking grunt, you know, soldier work now.
Butts cuz that have never had a tip fade or a lineup ever in their life. But luckily for the Kukuru unit, they were surrounding the best barber in Jujutsu Society. So a bunch of them end up running at her, but she swings once and gets a quadruple kill. Then after she drops the first four, she just casually starts to walk down these niggas. Look at this one kill. She cuts both of his arms off and sliced them down the middle. And while she was mid-air, she hits his sword and it was straight to the dude's neck. So after she wiped out the...
I want you to realize that she could have killed them all instantaneously if she wanted to. Because the final kill sequence is like her slaying 50 men in like one stroke by moving so fucking fast. So this is her having fun. She's like, all right, how does my powers work? Let me just recalibrate.
First wave of dudes. This one ball.
Come on. Whoa, what?
So after she wiped out the first wave of dudes, this one bald nigga, and
I thought I heard the hard R. I mean, he can say it. It's just, I thought I heard the hard R for a second. Okay, yeah. He was feeling himself, you know? I think it's cool that even if they're gonna just die, at least he came in swinging.
First wave of dudes. This one bald nigga.
You thought he's him.
Gonna hold y'all. I gotta get this off my chest real quick. Cause who was bro right here feeling like
Gojo Satoru, bro?
Like, bro, look at him. He was walking up all confident, doing all this extra shit just to get dropped in 0 point.
Okay, but it's better to go out like that rather than be like, and then dying.
5 seconds. Like, come on.
Nah, bro going to Valhalla. He had a warrior's death. Yeah, he got slaughtered. He didn't put up a fight, but I care about the bravery before the death.
Dog, you are a background character. You ain't even got a
Okay, of the background characters, he is the background character.
name. Know your role, nigga. You are not that guy, pal. So after this bald nigga lost all of his aura, Maki just continued to brutally murder everyone in sight.
I love this scene. Dude, the camera work from below the floor, this shit is hype.
Nobody in that room was safe. She was styling on these niggas so hard the screen turned gray and black, just like when the bride ripped the dude's eyes out. Now when she continued to cut everyone down, we get to one of
Oh, so in Kill Bill, there's a sequence where the main character, hold up.
Nobody in that room was safe.
Wait.
She was styling on these niggas so hard the screen turned gray and black, just like when the bride
This sequence, so this is a reference that we saw during the Hey, right? She does this a lot. Maki versus Chozoro and the Kukuru clan leader. I'm pretty sure she had the rift to throw it out or pulls the eyeball out. That's where the reference is from, but it doesn't happen in the, you know, the Kukuru clan massacre.
When the bride ripped the dude's eyes out. Now when she continued to cut everyone down, we get to one of her most brutal kills. She drops down like she's about to do a hell sweep, but she kicks this dude in the gut. And this kick was so hard, it literally made this dude's head explode.
It kind of looked like she kicked him in the balls in the next frame. That's my headcanon.
Yeah, not gonna lie, if I'm one of these dudes and I just saw one of my homies go out like that, I'm gonna be real, I'm hopping on a plane and I'm leaving Japan ASAP.
Maki would find you. Remember, there were people that was on vacation that did not, you know, they weren't at the ZENIN temple that day. Maki at the end basically went out and slaughtered every one of them.
I'm not about to lose my life for this shit, gang. A nigga's head just exploded. You got me f***ed up. So after she just exploded bro's cranium, these two come in and swing, but they get instantly decapitated. Then this one tries to attack her, but she hits the limbo and gives this nigga one of the nastiest side eyes. She really looked at bro like,
"Are you serious, my brother?"
Then cuts his sword in half. And while bro was just left in disbelief, he had no time to think about his next move, cause he ended up getting split in two. Then she ends up jumping up top. And look at this brother right here.
Oh, this cut's great.
By the look in his eyes that he
hell
already noodled his pants. And he's regretting his entire life right now. Bro is probably in his head cursing his parents for birthing him in this family. So Maki ends up cutting them all down.
One of the coolest sequences here with all the blood splattering.
Painting the wall red. And finally puts that one guy out of his misery.
And then the blade coming in.
Ends up pulling off one of the sauciest sequences in anime history.
1-inch punch.
Jumps down and starts sliding on the blood and booms like 10 niggas. Then while she was still sliding, one dude tries to hit her, but she ends up hitting the limbo again.
Nonchalant.
Transitioning into a bicycle kick and snatches bro's ankles. Then the last guy in the sequence got done the dirtiest out of everyone. She slid on the blood wall.
Don't even try to compare this to fucking slide lock. Sorry, one slide man with Garo slide. Nah. This is movement.
Last guy in the sequence got done the dirtiest out of everyone. She slid on the blood while standing upright and pulled up in front of this dude's face. And she stared into his soul and hit him with a
1-inch.
Pay me to black him out.
I would argue he got the easiest one of them all. I'd rather get hit by a 1-inch punch than get my fucking ankles cut off and bleed to death, or get my fucking head slide off. I don't know. Head just being cut off would be just like painless, instantaneous death.
Not gonna lie, this might be one of the most disrespectful moments of all time, simply because of how nonchalant she was while doing this. She really slid on the blood and passed by both of these niggas.
She's skiing.
Dude out specifically, just to hit him with a 1-inch punch and send him flying. Like, that is just flat out ridiculous. So she runs up to this one dude and she packs him up just like Anakin did to Count Dooku, as she cuts his hands clean off and disarms him. And while this dude was screaming in pain, his sword that ended up flying
hit someone else.
On top of this dude's dome.
Yeah, that happened a lot in the episode. Even the Kukuru clan, you know, captain got killed kind of like this. all the swords and different like things like being chopped off and flying around, and the physics and hitting someone else, it was really cool to see.
Dude wasn't even expecting it. Poor guy died because of collateral damage. So as MAKI continued to cut down the last wave of ZENIN NPCs,
yeah, this is what I'm talking about. She literally cleaves like 50 people in one.
she decides to finish him off with a Devil May Cry combo. She starts to swing and chop up every nigga in the room. So when she finally stands upright, everybody else in the room drops dead.
I'm just saying, I think she could have done that from the beginning, but she's just having fun / warming up.
And with
That last guy, that last guy, there's one more dude on the top right. It was the funniest shit. She just throws and there's one guy hiding, and then it's done.
And with that, MAKI just casually dropped off the entire Kukuru unit that consisted over 100+ niggas. She
100
dropped off
Zakos.
over 100 people in that room in about 2 minutes. That's just pure wicked work right there. So after the Kukuru unit was wiped out, we move on to our next set of victims, who were known as the Hei. Now the Hei consisted of the strongest sorcerers in the ZENIN clan. All these dudes were semi-grade 1 sorcerers or higher. So on paper, these niggas should not be bums. But
they were. They shouldn't be. But what we're comparing, you know, we're comparing MAKI to them right now, right? Semi-first grade. Inumaki Kamo, huh? This is like a season 1 content? Damn. They would be just diff like that too.
Higher. So on paper, these niggas should not be bums. But MAKI didn't give a damn who they were, cause she was here to expose these bums for the frauds that they were. So the first thing that she does is instantly speed blitz Nobuaki, the captain of the Kukuru unit. And she wasted little to no time on his sorry ass. Bro tried to
He had a great cut though. I loved his section. He actually looked better than pretty much anyone else.
Bro tried to lunge in to attack MAKI, but she closed the distance in like 2 seconds.
Yep.
And cuts his sword into pieces. Then she ripped his throat out, and the front piece of his sword that ended up getting broken off
hits him in the back. Such a cool scene because again, things are moving forward, and it's the building construction that Chozuru put up, and we're going downwards right now. So as the fight is moving, right, if you look at the forces, the blade gets chopped up to the front, but then we're still moving forward, so that blade comes hit in the back of the head. This shit looks so cool. The physics involved, man.
And the front piece of his sword that ended up getting broken off flew back and killed him in the back of the head. Not gonna lie, this has to be her most brutal kill in this whole case, because this was just flat out disgusting. She really just grabbed him by the neck and ripped out his trachea. And while dude was bleeding out and gasping for air, his own sword hits the reverse and throws him in the head. Like, good God.
It happens so fast that if you're not analyzing it, you don't even know what the fuck just happened. But again, the physics of the different weapons and different lethal things is breaking off and interacting. It's so good.
That is just pure brutality. So next up was the old man with the mohawk.
Chozuru.
Look at him in this frame. You know damn well his old ass didn't know what the hell was going on. Unk had no business.
He's just smiling. Yeah, Chozuru didn't really do much. He was just like, oh my God, is this really MAKI? And then bro got his like throat or eye popped out.
Being here. MAKI was so fast, she popped up in his face for a good 2 seconds. And you see his death from his POV. MAKI ripped his eyes out and crushed them in front of him. She brutally murdered a senior citizen who probably had Alzheimer's disease. So after she took out
apparently the fun thing with Chozuru is that like people from the ZENIN clan didn't even know like how he's still alive. They're like, what the fuck? How are you still like a thing? Like, how old is this guy? No one knows. He just stands there smiling.
The first two, she ends up getting hit by this gravity magic attack by this rat tail looking motherfucker. And he was trying to hold her down for this ore farmer Junichi to not do shit. Now,
okay. Junichi in the manga looks back at Ranta when the curse technique eye is getting shattered because now MAKI is breaking out of the CT, but it's basically making Junichi in pain. Junichi looks back out of like sympathy for Ranta, and then Ranta says, don't worry about it, Junichi-san, keep going. But in the anime, there was nothing like that, right? Junichi is literally just fucking posing for like a shampoo commercial right now. And you know what? I prefer it that way. This sequence is probably my favorite cut in the episode.
Or farmer Junichi to not do shit. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be 100% real with y'all. This Junichi nigga had my ass fooled. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was gonna be one of them ones.
He looks so epic, right? They definitely made Junichi a lot more attractive. In the manga, he actually looks like a caveman. I honestly wouldn't have it any other way. This led to so many viral meme moments. This led to so many controversial discussions. This led to such fun content. I love it.
I mean, look at the nigga. He looked the part. He looking like Uvo from Hunter x Hunter. He was Toji's brother.
Yeah. Just look at him, bro. He's a caveman. Even now he said, damn, you look ugly as fuck. How are you Toji's brother?
Christ sakes! I thought he was gonna be like that. But no, my disappointment was immeasurable. He hits Maki with the same move Deku hit Overhaul with. Just a massive barrage of punches that ended up manifesting into a bunch of giant fists. And it looks like this attack should have done something. Hell, the explosion the attack gave off looks like a nuke just got set off. But when the...
Pretty cool CT. It's just a flurry of punches, right? It's really hype. It's cool. It's just AoE destruction.
dust clears, the first person that you see is Ranta, and his little rat-tailed ass was bleeding out because he was trying to hold down Maki so Junichi could kill her.
The funniest part is how it really wouldn't have mattered because Maki at the end of the day still just fucking brute forced it and took the hit. Ranta didn't have to die. It was the most pointless death, but it's beautiful. Because Ranta dies in ignorance thinking Junichi actually did it. And he passes away. And I like that. You know? One of the worst things that could have happened if he saw that Maki was walking out of the smokes with Junichi's head and then he dies and his last thoughts are regret, you know? So again, I actually love it how he dies happy. But then Junichi's stupid fucking beheaded head pulls up right behind Ranta looking like bruh. It is beautiful.
He thinks that he is dying at peace, thinking that his boy Junichi just finished the job.
Yeah.
So when he finally dies, you see Maki walk out of the smoke. And when she walks past him, she is carrying Junichi's head.
Yeah.
This kid Ranta died living a false reality because his sacrifice meant nothing.
You're right, it didn't. Because again, it doesn't matter. Maki, I don't even know how the fuck Maki is doing it. Does anyone know? Because as far as we know, Maki was in place and took on Junichi's CT the entire time. She fucking tanked that shit, I think. And it didn't do anything, right? All I can imagine is she just fucking took it and she was like, whatever. And I'm gonna just chop off your head. So, him restraining her there, nothing. But it's just, you got to realize, man, Ranta, I don't know why I'm glazing Ranta so much. I think it's because of how youthful he was, of how young he was, you know? He was just a young kid. He didn't know. He was born into the wrong family, and he still tried to do the right thing, in my opinion, my headcanon, right? I refuse to believe he was a misogynist just shitting on the women. I think he treated the janitor as well, the Kukuru clan. The way that everyone just glazes Ranta in the family, it's great to see. He could have been like, you know, that representation of change, right? Again, Gen Z kid born in a fucking to a family of like boomers that just fucking hate the left, right? They just Republican chuds, but Ranta is the only good one there, and damn, he goes out like that.
You see Maki walk out of the smoke, and when she walks past him,
this is the funniest part, right? The eyes, bro. Junichi's stupid fucking eye. I don't know, liberal retards would be in the ZENIN clan family. We not the ZENIN clan family. ZENIN clan definitely are not left. They're definitely right. I don't know which family would be more left in JJK world, but this right here, Junichi's eyes, bruh.
She is carrying Junichi's head,
bruh.
This kid Ranta died living a false reality because his sacrifice meant nothing. Bro died just for Junichi's sorry ass to not do shit and leave every.
But it led to one of the best moments in JJK. I still am gonna die on the hill that this is my favorite moment. There are moments in JJK that's so memorable to me. And unironically, this is one of those moments to me. This shit has been replaying in my head like over and over again.
Bit of aura bro had. So after the fraudulent four got packed up, the last man standing was none other than the leader of the ZENIN clan's most elite squad of bums.
I need to realize bro watched his family get slaughtered and was waiting on the other side of the bridge. As soon as Maki pulls up and throws Junichi's head in the river, Naoya's already been watching. And he's like, ah, how terrible. How could you do this? Why didn't you go in? Bro don't care. Brad, he don't care. I don't think he feels sad that his family died, right? He never really liked Ogi or Junichi if you saw in episode 1. I don't know how he felt about Ranta. He didn't give a fuck.
Misogynistic tickle monster himself, Naoya. And this wide mouth, lockjawed, crooked tooth looking motherfucker
A lot of people shit on this frame, man.
probably gave Maki the best spa day she's ever had in her life. I mean, look at this 5-star customer service.
Yeah.
He's massaging every muscle on her body.
No. To be fair, he was changing the landscapes. There are scenes where like the terrain is literally like being transformed. Mountains are being leveled. It's just that force doesn't mean anything to Maki. She is on a level of durability that literally makes no fucking sense. Now, Naoya, dude, imagine if Yuji had this. Yeah, and if Yuji had Naoya's projection sorcery, holy fuck, that'd be crazy, bro. Every punch, imagine just a barrage of black flashes like that. Fuck. And the funny thing about Naoya is how he glazes Toji, yet Toji uses cursed tools. And Naoya talks about him not wanting to use knives versus Choso, right? He's like, fuck, I had to. So it's really weird how he glazes Toji, yet Toji uses cursed tools, yet Naoya kind of ignores that. But Naoya also sees Maki, who's basically Toji, but shits on her because she's a woman, you know? He is a very contradicting hypocrite the more I think about it.
24 frames per second. That shit probably feels amazing. Then he got to his chiropractic bag. Niggas started to throw her in the mountains and shit, making sure her bones and joints were loose from all that tension. Cause he knew her back had to hurt from carrying this episode so damn hard. So after about a good 12 seconds when the massage was finally over, we get to the demise of Naoya. And one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen. Maki ends up squatting down into the stance of a sumo wrestler.
Yeah, this is the scene from the opening. I was wondering, why did Maki stand up like that in the opening? What a funny frame. I see. Yeah, that's right. She said, come here, I'm gonna give you a big hug.
And she just stands here and waits patiently to swat this nigga like the fly that he was. So while Naoya was running to use
These sound effects are actual slander. The little ducky squeeze noises for the punches. What the fuck kind of Looney Tunes soundtrack sound effects are these?
finishing move, Maki basically figured out how his technique works and downloaded his movements and read him like a book. She turns around and stares into this nigga's soul. Fist cocked back and loaded, and you can see it in Naoya's face.
So basically, the projection sorcery is shit, right? 24 frames. There is a certain amount of movements and conditions needs to be met or you're frozen for that, right? For the user as well. Maki basically calculates that, right? She becomes accustomed to the FPS. She realizes, oh, now between you, like you guys, the way that you move, there's a trick to it. She figures it out. And basically she gets him stunned right there, right? That 24 limit. Boom, gotcha, and then I end you.
Bro is looking like the two dudes from the last video that were in the same exact situation. And he was probably thinking the same thing they were in his last moments.
Damn, he really about to rock my shit.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Fatality.
And with his face caved in and
4 replays is crazy.
And skull shattered, the strongest misogynist in history was cooked. And now,
is he the strongest misogynist in history? I mean, shit, I haven't seen really any other anime character that hates women as much as Naoya. What other character has there been from other animes that we've seen that just hates women like that? I don't know. I mean, Sukuna comes out saying where the women and the children at, right? So, Regulus? Regulus was kind of like Naoya, yeah. He treated his wives like tools and slaves, yeah. But even then, Regulus, I felt like that was more self-absorbed narcissism. You know, I definitely would put up Regulus up there, but I think Naoya is higher the more I think about, like, specifically about women, you know? Regulus was just a fucking Karen, you know, incel who definitely had a trophy case of wives that he wouldn't even touch though, right? He's a bit different. Any other character recently that just fucking hates women like that? I can't really remember.
Was cooked. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the final on-screen victim of the ZENIN clan massacre. And
who is it? Wait, Naoya, wasn't it?
it was none other than her sorry
Okay. The mom. Okay, let's let CG talk. I got a lot of things to say about the mom. There's a lot of cope theories happening trying to justify the mom's character.
ass mama. And the way she killed her was actually very unsettling. She was basically walking around and playing hide and seek with her.
She acted like, Kasan, hey mom, where you at? As if it's just another day. Like, I'm back from school. Mom, you home? The casual nonchalantness of that was kind of like, oh.
Calling out mother in a tone that felt like she was just trying to talk.
Yeah.
With the intentions of killing her. She was moving like an actual serial killer. So when she finally found her, you can just see the terror on her face. Because her own daughter that she treated like...
I love this game so much. I don't know what the context is, but bro, it's just... That's Jabber, bro. That's Zanka versus Jabber. Jabber's popping off in the background. Zanka's having a flashback right now.
That she treated like garbage was about to take her life. And Maki didn't even hesitate to do it. She slit her throat and that was that. Ball game. Now let me give her sorry ass mama a little credit. She did make sure to send Naoya's two-faced Harvey Dent looking ass back to the lobby with the rest of the family. But with that though,
So the mom, it's a very interesting cope. The idea here is she's obviously a victim of the misogyny in the culture in the ZENIN clan, and she perpetuated that hate onto their daughters. That's not good, but there's a reason why she did that out of the trauma. When she tries to stop Maki from going into the vault, which was again a lie set by Ogi, mom was trying to prevent Maki from dying, I guess, in her own way. And another bigger cope is, for once, make me proud as your mother, is what she says, right? As Maki's about to go in. The insane mental gymnastics here is that she is signaling you should kill the ZENIN clan. For once, make me proud. She's also frustrated and she wants the massacre to happen. Now, I don't know how to feel about it. And then on top of that, right? The craziest cope is, at the end of the day, like, she was looking out for Maki and she knew that she was too deep into it and she wanted Maki to live, but also kind of massacre the ZENIN clan, and the way that she went out. She's definitely not just an innocent lady, but there's definitely, if you want to really look into it, there are some complexities that may not be true mental gymnastics, but that's a lot of the pro Maki mom commentary I see online.
The terror on her face, because her own daughter that she treated like garbage was about to take her life. And Maki didn't even hesitate to do it. She slit her throat and that was that. Ball game. Now let me give her sorry ass mama a little credit. She did make sure to send Naoya's two-faced Harvey Dent looking ass back to the lobby.
And remember how Naoya described women? Basically, you should be, 3 steps behind just walking, or else, you might as well just get stabbed in the back. It's beautiful how it went book closed there.
With the rest of the family. But with that though, every single member of the ZENIN clan that was at the compound that day were dead. And
it's not over yet.
Mother was the last.
It's not over yet.
On-screen victim of the massacre. Now I say last on screen because guess what?
I'm glad. CG is quite sweaty. This guy pays attention. All of the details that I wanted to mention that I thought an anime only wouldn't get, he's getting them all. Like, I thought, again, because he's doing his due diligence, right? He's not trying to pump out a quick fucking video. Bro fucking locked in and took notes, Ren. I think a lot of people would have skipped the last part.
Job's not finished because
we brought Kobe in?
Last on screen.
Job's not done.
Because guess what? Job's not finished.
That's right.
Because when my set destroy it all, she really meant destroy it all.
Go kill Megumi now. No. Megumi's Fushiguro. No. Maki needs to change her last name, man. ZENIN? Yo, she gotta be Maki Okotsu, right? She gotta take on Yuta's last name.
Because after she massacred everybody at the compound that day, she went off and boomed every other ZENIN clan.
6 members of the Hei, 9 members of the Akashi, 20 members of Kukuru. Who the fuck are the Akashi, bro? We don't even know who the Akashi are. Gege be fucking trolling. There were 6 more Hei members? So again, on that Jinichi, you know, caliber, right? Jinichi Chozuro and the Kukuru clan unit, like Captain Ranta. There were 6 more dudes? What the fuck? Sorry, Kukuru clan captain is not Hei. He's not. But there were 6 more. What? And then there was an entire new faction of the Akashi. What? What the fuck is this? 20 men Kukuru, who cares? They're just on vacation.
Remember, that wasn't there that day. She took every last one of these niggas off the map. You wasn't even safe if you wasn't even at the compound that day. She still found.
I'm hiding. I'm like, yeah, I mean, they just might destroy it all.
Those niggas and killed them. And she completely eradicated the entire bloodline to the point where they ended up getting kicked out of the big 3 families.
I love that. I want to see more of the big 3, like, you know, council, because they never show that shit behind the scenes, right? I would have loved to see the discussion of like, oh, they're massacred? Ah, fuck the ZENIN clan then. Goodbye.
And their entire family legacy was ruined. Now, last thing to complete.
I really wonder what's happening in the Gojo clan, specifically with Satoru Gojo being convicted as a criminal due to the unjust in the Jujutsu Society, right? What's going on in there? I have no clue.
Now, last thing to complete this entire exhibit. Let's estimate how many people she actually killed. Now, with the resources we got, we can make a pretty good estimate. So let's look at this family photo right here. Every person in this photo besides Naobito got killed by Maki. And that
Joe Goat, the true king of curses.
Would be a total of 112. And adding her sorry ass mama, that's
13.
113. Now let's look at everybody that was not at the compound.
Count it.
The other 6 members of the Hei that weren't
6,
there
9,
that day.
21.
9 members of the Akashi and 21 other members of the Kukuru unit.
All right.
So if we add in those other bodies,
quick math,
drops off 149 of these niggas.
Woo! Light work in the day. How many is this gonna kill in Shibuya incident? Does anyone have a kill count? Did the manga ever give the details? What was Sukuna's kill count in Shibuya? Anybody know? Thousands? Really? You capping? You capping?
Now, this is not a confirmed number. This is just my estimate.
Sure.
Not gonna lie. That is one wicked kill death ratio.
It is.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is a easy pass. Light work, no reaction. She really exposed how fraudulent the ZENIN clan actually was. Like, it's actually hilarious when you look at it.
That's right. I mean, Ranta straight up said the only reason ZENIN clan exists is because of the whims of Toji. And that woman right there is him right now. Do it, Jinichi, right now, or else we're all dead. Hold up, Ranta. I'm walking.
Get this. This clan prides itself off of curse techniques and curse energy. And the fact that all these grown-ass men got wiped off the map by a 16-year-old girl that didn't have a drop of that shit is...
It's beautiful. And they say there's no writing in JJK. It's so poetic again, right? How they are done dirty by those that they excommunicate off of the prejudice. But the prejudice is also retarded, because if you really think about it, they know deep inside that Toji is him. He could have wiped them all out, but they don't want to believe in it. They hold on to their regressive customs and cultures, because that's the only thing that makes them basically what? Just what, relevant.
It's hilarious. Their legacy is cooked. And you know, all this could have been avoided if they just listened to Naobito's will. But hey, they can all have that conversation down there while they burning in hell. Also, for the crime, not guilty. Them niggas had to go. Free Maki, nigga. So with that being said, hope y'all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Amazing video.
And until next time.
Thank you. And what I love about CG Dachamp too, his captions, he uses the same font as me. This video, you have no clue what this video is gonna be, bro. Anyway, he uses the same fucking font. He probably used the same fucking GIMP, bro. Anyway, shout out to CJ. I love how he was so sweaty and did the due diligence and didn't miss out anything, bro. He is not a tourist. Bro did his homework. This is a very fun video to watch. Appreciate it as usual. Link to the video. Go give it a like. Check out CJ's videos. See you next time.